Packers legend Jordy Nelson returns to the NFL in an unexpected role. No one could have predicted this. Jordy Nelson, a Green Bay Packers legend, is making a surprising return to the NFL, but in a role that almost no one saw coming. After retiring from a remarkable NFL career 5 years ago, many wondered if Nelson would ever be involved with the league again. Known for his humility and preference for life out of the spotlight, Nelson seemed content spending his post-football years working on his family farm. However, it appears that Nelson is back in the NFL. Well, kind of. His new position in the league has flown under the radar, and if you tried to guess his new role, you'd likely be stumped. Wide receivers coach? Nope. Scout? Offensive assistant? Not even close. Surprisingly, the former Pro Bowl wide receiver isn't working for a specific team. Instead, Nelson has been appointed to an unexpected position by both the NFL and the NFL Players Association, NFLPA. Torster Jordy Nelson takes on role as NFL hearing officer. Ben Vollen of the Boston Globe broke the news, sharing a press release from the NFL regarding Los Angeles Chargers safety, Derwin James's one-game suspension. Amid the announcement, one detail caught Vollen's eye, a familiar name, Jordy Nelson. Yes, the same Jordy Nelson who helped the Packers win a Super Bowl and was one of the best wide receivers in franchise history is now an appeal officer for the NFL. According to the press release, under the collective bargaining agreement, James may appeal the suspension. Any appeal will be heard and decided by either Derek Brooks, Ramon Foster, Kevin Mawe, or Jordy Nelson. The hearing officers jointly appointed and compensated by the NFL and NFLPA to decide appeals of on-field player discipline. So there you have it. Nelson is now one of the 4 key figures responsible for handling player appeals regarding suspensions and fines. It's a far cry from the coaching or front office roles many imagine for him. Instead, Nelson will be using his football experience and integrity to ensure fair rulings in player disciplinary cases. According to Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk, the league recently expanded the number of appeal officers from 2 to 4, with Nelson being one of the new additions. Duam Monker, a new chapter for a Packers legend. Nelson's return to the NFL in this capacity comes 6 years after he last played in the league. His final season was with the then Oakland Raiders, but it's his 9 seasons with the Packers that solidified his legendary status. Over the course of his time in Green Bay, Nelson earned a Super Bowl ring, a Pro Bowl selection, and the prestigious 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year award. He ranks among the greatest wide receivers in Packers history, leaving an indelible mark on the franchise. In 2019, Nelson officially retired as a Packer, and just a few years later in 2023, he was inducted into the Packers Hall of Fame alongside his former teammate, offensive lineman Josh Sitton. His NFL legacy was already cemented, but this new role with the league adds an intriguing postscript to his story. This isn't the NFL comeback most fans envisioned for Nelson. Many believed he might eventually transition into coaching, and that could still be on the horizon. For now, though, the former wide receiver is set to play a key role in the league's disciplinary process, helping to resolve appeals and ensure players are treated fairly when facing fines or suspensions. Admittedly, seeing Nelson's name in the press release took many by surprise, but it's exciting to see him involved with the league again. Even if it's not in the way we expected, his return might be unconventional, but it's clear that Jordy Nelson is continuing to leave his mark on the NFL in a whole new way.